Just waking up. Tell you about my dreams last night. Dreams that I was at some music studio in like a jungle producing music. You know? It's about it. It's about all it was. I mean, there's definitely way more to it than that, you know what I mean? But just a little bit more to it than that, you know? Just a little bit. But it's all just playing, right? It's all just playing with words, right? I was to tell you something neat. Is it more neat if it's reassured? Can I prove geometry like a story? And if I do come out here with something new every single time, am I like a morning glory? Let's see here. If you take the figure and you subtract, then divide all the good and bad words that are inside your mind. Oh, I think I see something. Yep. Definitely see something here. It's like looking at the clouds. Call it the hi-hat. Yo, welcome. If you don't really like what I'm saying, you can just pay attention to the whiteboard back there. You can sit there and just read it in your own time, you know. Yeah, where was I? Take all the good and bad words inside your mind, subtract something from something, then maybe you'll find that actually the worst word would be to actually say something that is like probably nobody knows what the wrong word is. What the? I think there's a missing note or something, dude. So, anyways, let's get back to this conversation that we're having. Had something to do with like if you take a word, especially in the morning, like the morning of the words, they have mornings just like the rest of us, you know. They warm up, they get worked. Sometimes you play with them and you put them to bed. And it's like the more that you keep a word to yourself, it's almost like that word can be anything. So there you go. It's like, is it the worst word? We'll subtract all the best and the worst. I have no idea where I'm going with this. Something with like, just I'm picturing this idea that your head, if we're just trying to paint this out here, we're just gonna paint it out. What's with all the we're gonna say that, like, I mean, we can go to a place in our reality, and it's like a bad word might never be said, So it's like if we subtract all the bad words from our head, then it's like, let's take the word someplace to where the only we know it. Then what's more in our head when we actually are around where the sound itself seems uncontrollable. But if we go and take a word, then we can say, what is a bad word? But a word that you never hear in like the light of day. We'll take all those bad words and all the good words, and then we'll just say, like, maybe the worst words then are the ones that people just go around saying all the time, because are they really powerful? Do they even have some sense of their being? Obviously, I could have said something else right there, but I didn't, because I'm trying to say to some extent that all these words, if any are heaven sent, then it would be like you keeping your own pride. So, is your head on your shoulders, or is it some other place instead? Go and take this bad word, whatever it is, and then we'll go and look at all the words that everybody uses, like the daily word, and we'll just call them all absurd, say that they're all actually bad words, because where are they going? Do they even tell us anything? Do they even tell us what it is that is really going on here? Do they even tell us why there'd be something that would tell us something wrong and something to here? So then we'll just filter out all these words, subtract them all good and bad until we have this idea we've had. Then maybe we can go someplace and we can make up some form of grace that's like some traveling space. Have we made a wall inside our minds, compartmentalized the ability to hold surprise? Then are we actually surprised if we find that things themselves come from somewhere else? Then maybe we make all those bad words outside into things that they themselves can hide, and then the world itself comes alive. Every day. Every fucking day. Yeah. It was definitely look, you can see it, you can read it right in here. Whoa, we're fucking moving. Look. I just read the weave. It's like a script. Strings like fate. They take all the words of good and hate, and strings are actually like a very weak thing unless you know how to max them and mix them. Then what's the genre that we use to transfix them? Maybe then all strings are just like weak. And fate is like being able to accept our own peak. Blah, blah. Whoever will control the max. Will they work with it, or will they just relax? What do I do? Block myself up? Yeah, something about max, you know what I mean? Learn how to max, you know? Like, definitely I could definitely learn how to max on this over here. Like Like some guy just punched this thing, or some guy over here. He's gonna like jump off this. He dove off of this. Or something. Just got a whole play going on. He didn't really jump that far. He was just kind of like just jumped right and he kind of just like fell off the diving board, you know. And like it was like, oh, there's a bunch of square fish in here. Who are X's instead of O's? You've never fucking seen it before. You've just never seen it before. No one has. I mean, what would you do if you had some string of your own, anyways? Would you break it? Would you cut it? Would you try to make a maze? Would you braid it with other strands to try to make something that could just flow through your hands? If you could control the max, would you just be like, I don't have to prove it to the class? So you'd find some way to say some bad word in a good way.